All right, David Ige is 1,355 days into his first term as governor of Hawaii. Does he want a second term?
Hasn't always been a smooth ride for the gov, but from his perspective, he's faced every challenge head on, he says, with what some on his staff describe as an unwavering laser focus. Tonight, we go one-on-one with the governor. If it's his call, he says, he's just getting started.
I, David Y. Ige,
do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear.
David Ige was sworn in as Hawaii's 8th governor in 2014, first of Okinawan descent.
Congratulations, Governor Ige.
Defeating Duke Iona and Mufi Hanneman in the general election.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
After crushing Neil Abercrombie 66% to 31, the first candidate to ever knock off the incumbent in a primary.
How much did your life change after November 2014?
Oh, tremendously.
More than you ever thought it would?
More than I ever thought it would. In your face is the security.
You can't go to Long's anymore by yourself, can you?
I don't go to Long's by myself. I do go with security.
Ige's now 60 years old, husband, father of 3, 2 girls and a boy, 5th of 6 sons in his family, a graduate of Pearl City High School with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from the University of Hawaii, as well as a master's in business administration.
It is great to be back at my alma mater, the University of Hawaii, although I'm
An
not
engineer by trade for 34 years, his first taste of politics came in 1985, appointed by then Governor George Ariyoshi to the House of Representatives. The public service bug stuck. Elected to the state senate back in '94, representing Aiea Pearl City, held that seat until taking over the big office on the 5th floor of the state capitol.
Do you enjoy being the governor?
I enjoy it. I absolutely enjoy it. You know, there's no other job in the world that allows you to make a difference every day for the people of Hawaii.
For our sit-down, for the first time as leader of our state, Ige allowed a camera at the governor's residence behind Washington Place, and nothing, he told us, was off limits.
It never worked.
Are you an engineer who's a politician? Or are you a politician who's an engineer?
I'm an engineer who's a politician. You know, a long time ago, I told myself that if I ever got to the point where I felt that I was more of a politician than an engineer, then it really is time to get out. We have had to deal with some of the most divisive issues we've faced as a community.
Over almost 3 years as governor, the list of challenges have been long. Most recently, North Korea's threats of a missile attack on Guam, which would undoubtedly put the 50th state in the crossfire.
Our current assessment is that the threat of North Korea is very low.
If it were to happen, are you thoroughly convinced Hawaii's ready and prepared?
I think we are, and we'll be rolling out a public information campaign to remind our citizens what should happen. This is long overdue.
How about a special legislative session scheduled later this month with a primary focus on rail? Latest reports show the project could run out of money in 2018 and could end up with a final price tag near $10 billion.
Are you convinced funding will be found to finish rail?
I've had conversations with the leadership in the House and Senate. We will find a solution to move rail forward.
Whether it's extension of the GE tax or adding a hotel room tax, Governor has no preference.
We need to finish it to Ala Moana.
It's so far behind schedule, so way over budget. Is that embarrassing as the top politician state to see that go on that way?
Certainly, I think everyone is concerned about the cost overruns and the fact that it's been delayed so many times. But I think we really have to put that behind us and really focus on getting it done.
On the homeless issue, the governor's administration's kept 2,900 people off the streets, and over the last 12 months, taken almost 5,000 people off the streets and into permanent housing.
It is heartbreaking to see how many people have become homeless.
And they've had help, like a Honolulu businessman Dwayne Kurisu getting international cooperation with Kahawiki Village near Ke'ehi Lagoon. With Catherine Matayoshi out as superintendent of public schools, Ige welcomes the fresh eyes of her replacement, Christina Kishimoto.
It's not one size fit all. You know, we were headed down this path where every school looks the same. It really is about every community taking ownership.
Are public school teachers underpaid?
Yeah, they are. I mean, I wish we could pay them more, but you know, I have an obligation.
There have been protests during his term, like Native Hawaiians against TMT atop Mauna Kea on the Big Island, as well as strong voices against a similar project on Maui.
Mauna Kea, Haleakala telescopes, should they be built?
Absolutely. You know, I'm committed to the coexistence of culture and science.
Facebook Live. Who is that guy, the governor? Where did that come from?
Surprisingly to some, the governor also made a splash on social media, including Q&As on Facebook Live.
I'm not afraid to answer questions, and more importantly, I think our community deserves that.
His best decision as governor so far, Ige says it's his administration's sustainable Hawaii efforts and the state attorney general taking on President Trump and winning for the melting pot that is the Aloha State.
I am extremely proud of Doug Chin. All of us are immigrants at origin.
As for his worst decision so far,
You know, there's not anything.
No regrets.
No regrets.
then there's public perception. Recent poll by our partners at Civil Beat shows the governor's approval rating as of June at just 32%.
And I get today's social media, it's nonstop criticism. Does it matter to you?
Of course, you know, I'm concerned about that. It is a reflection. You know, we've been busy getting things done.
Soon enough, it'll be time again for more sign waving, debates, fundraising. Governor's election is next November.
Re-election. Are you for sure running for a second term as governor?
Absolutely.
And back to perception. Ige may come off as meek and mild. He's fine with that. His nice guy persona, it's who he is. But do not mistake it for weakness.
You know, I'm proud of who I am. I'm deliberate, I'm thoughtful, but I'm really action focused. Most importantly, Robert, I'm proud of who we are. A community of immigrants who received the gift from the peoples of the First Nation of Hawaii to really be respectful of all things and celebrate our differences.
Much more from our sit down tomorrow night. Instead of David Ige on being governor, it'll be the governor on David Ige. It's a talk story session like you've never seen the governor like that before.
Looking forward to that.
It was fun stuff.
Yeah.